blockchains. That means that the coins is trackable directly from the blockchain. And today we're mining every 10 minutes block. Now we're going to go down to every minute block. So we're going to start mining blocks in every minute with the new technology. So that means, example, now when the new MasterCard's coming out, we're starting now with China Union Pay, not need KYC. Because the KYC is already in the blockchain. And you take the coins from the blockchain to the card. Nobody can do anything in the middle. And this is what banks likes. This is why banks now in Europe say that Bitcoin is not really good because it's not trackable. You can actually not see who's selling them or buying the Bitcoin because it's only a number like this. So the government cannot actually see where it's coming, so they cannot control the flow of the coins. But what government can come whenever to us and check because there's exactly the flow where the coins goes. So this is so important news for security. This is important news that people shall understand that we are not the money game, we are a real cryptocurrency company. And this is what's made us real, that we have our KYC directly in the blockchain. I also talked with Mr. Fernando yesterday, and there's an event in KL, 25th of June. So I will attend also that meeting to pump up the Malaysian team. And I hope together with all of you, we do a good work in Malaysia and we're pushing for this event. I don't know who putting the event together. You do that, Harry, or who? Who put the event together in Malaysia? You, good. Okay, good. So we're starting now to push everything together, and I will also take some guests with me as a guest speaker. Of course, some of our top leaders, and then we're starting to do everything good. And when we got strong group again, we're building up Malaysia because I strongly believe that Malaysia will be the top 5 again. Whoa. Malaysia is an important market, but what we need to do, we need to build confidence to the Malaysian people that we are not a money game.
Yeah. Yes.
We need to show them the real things. We need to talk with them. We need to give them the heart and say, hey, I show you whatever you want to see.
Yeah.
That is very important for us now. And if we do it on the right way together with this group of leaders, I know that we're going to grow fast, we're going to be a very good group, and we have a good connection now. And you can, whenever you want, you can chat me on WeChat through Harry, do groups or whatever, the questions, whatever. And I already had one meeting in Bali with one of your top leaders. And there was actually 1,100 people there. And the thing was, after the event, there was 2 of the biggest newspapers do an article about OneCoin. And both of them put in the paper that OneCoin is the future of payment. OneCoin is a real company. So they really, we show them the numbers. No bullshit, we don't need. This is the numbers, this is how we work it, this is the blockchain, this is that. Articles. 2 of the biggest papers in Bali. And the day before we had an event, the president of Indonesia, he announced that he have put an approval to the government to see how they can use cryptocurrency as a real currency in Indonesia. So, you see countries coming in closer and closer. And this is very important that we have to have other people to understand. We don't promise them money back in 90 days or 60 days. We don't need that kind of a money. We don't need that kind of a people. Because this is what's going to happen. Everybody you know about Bitcoin.
Yes.
So, Bitcoin went from $50 up to $1,360 in October 2013. And then deep down for one reason. Two person, it was a Chinese lady, she sold for 1.6 billion euros, and the two Russian brothers for $600 million. So they went from 1,360 to 280. And then it went up to 380, 400. So this is something what's never can happen in OneCoin. Because in the Bitcoin, two person control the biggest amounts of coins. And when they decided to sell it, it crashed. Bitcoin after that goes out to many, many people. So that cannot happen to Bitcoin anymore. It's a two-person. It's the same in OneCoin. One person cannot control the market because there's 2 million members who have the coins today. So I don't think that 2 million members in the same minute decided, now we're going to sell our coins. Never going to happen. So in OneCoin, what we believe, and that is what Juha saying, is going to be more stable. Of course, in the beginning, maybe go up to 150 euros, maybe go down to 25 euros, maybe go down to 15, and maybe go up to 70. This can happen every day, every week. And then I cannot do payments yet. Because if I pay something, oh, now it's down or up, what shall I pay? Maybe a coffee is 70 euro instead of 1 euro, you know, it can happen. But when the stable is, really stable value of the coin, then it's useful. Then everyone can use it. And we can send without borders, without extra fees. Through a phone, an application, we can send coins like this. Money to friends, payments, pay coffee, pay trips, pay shops, whatever.
When will be that?
The day we go out to the exchange market. The day we can liquidate our coins. That is the day we can start to use the cryptocurrency as a payment.
So in terms of fiscal year time, within this year, next year, or?
Next year, end of next year.
End of
Because this is how it is. We have now mined 35% of our coins. And we're going to mine 80%, 75 to 80% of our coins before we go to the market. Okay, we're doing 60,000 coins every hour. 60,000, 60,000, 60,000. That means that we can calculate it exactly what day we go out to the market. So what Juha doing, she now building the exchange market on the side to prepare the market and connect finance institutions there and connect the supply side here, our coins. And the coins is not companies. Everybody of you have coins on your accounts. Has nothing to do with the company. Totally on the side. So whatever going to happen with OneCoin, you have your coins.
Yes.
And we can take out to the market exactly like Bitcoin did, if we want. But now we are a community of miners who own coins, and that way we can take it out to the market. Then we are strong. Maybe we are 3.5 million members, 4 million members that day we go out to the market. That means that when Bitcoin went to the market, there was no demand. They just put it out. But we now building this community. So the day we go out, we have a demand side. People have already started to using the coins. So with this, I want to thank you. I know that you have also a busy schedule. You're going to go home to Malaysia, preparing the events. So I see you the 25 in Malaysia, in KL.